So James is going to review Sleepyhead by Mark Billingham, and he's going to eat this dinner, and we're going to enjoy Almond Danishes for dessert. And mostly James is I'm going to listen to what James has to say, but I'm just going to sing my song really quick. This should take a minute. I wrote it September 20th, 2022, and then I just hadn't had a chance to sing it. And now the weather was cooler, didn't rain, but it might have frozen some spots.
At my place, it's a little bit lower, about a block away, half a block away. Used to be a slough.
Because it said it went down to -2, so who knows. But I pulled the plants back out so they could have some sun today. And this song is called An Almond Danish Day, and we get almond danishes on a fairly regular basis. We shouldn't eat them, but we enjoy doing so, and we don't buy them. We have them given to us when we go to the Salvation Army for food on Thursdays. So,
or Tuesdays.
Yeah, or Tuesdays. We usually go on Thursday.
Well,
but yeah,
up till recently. But we'll see.
We'll see. But anyway,
sometimes there are other danishes too. Right?
Yes,
cherry
there
danishes,
but we prefer the almond ones. I don't know what kinds. We've had blueberry before.
Okay. There's a red one too.
There might be cherry. I don't know.
They're
I
all
got
good.
something in my eye today, and it really hurts, and I can't get it out, and I'm gonna have to try it. It's making me really miserable today.
I don't know how dogs do it. You know, they seem to live with junk in their eyes.
Yeah.
See it?
Try to get it out of their eye, and they're like, just leave me alone. Okay, so here's my song. It's a lovely almond Danish day. The clouds have all but cleared away, and soon the sun will dry up all the rain. It's like summer wishes it could stay, and at this rate I think it may keep growing plants till days grow short again. Each endless summer day's a day my wishes come true. Each day I make my way outdoors next to you. We've spent nearly every summer day in wildlands hiking blues away. The wildlands still are green because the rain has been timely, so the colors stay. Plants set their blooms the end of May, and some have set a second flush again. Each endless summer day's the day my wishes come true. Each day I make my way outdoors next to you. And I could just keep doing that little chorus line however I want to do it at the end. I like that one. But we noticed yesterday while we were, no, I think it was today. Maybe it was yesterday while we were coming in. We noticed that my neighbor's flowers, she has she has flowers that are sending out a second flush of blooms, and look here at the geraniums. But I mean, she has perennials that are sending out a second flush of blooms, which is really impressive.
Yeah. Couldn't have been the day before because we got here after dark. So it was yesterday. Yeah.
So anyway, that's my song, An Almond Danish Day, and I think it worked out nicely.
It worked out nicely. The wasps are starting to zero in on the danishes, so maybe we'll get to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
Sleepyhead. It's newly bought. I didn't buy it. One of my brothers bought it. I think to while away the hours or something like that on a plane between Toronto and Regina. Late August, he gave it to me. It wasn't, I guess, in his opinion, worth keeping. I'm going to keep it.
Did he not like it?
Well, look at the price, $17.99 Canadian.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he just wanted to while away the hours. So it's not that good. I can't see him liking it.
Oh, okay.
So
well, why are you going to keep it then?
Well, just because he gave it to me.
Oh, I see. So you can think of him.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, we could have just jumped it away. It's amazing, though. $17.99. I'd be thinking about it's like what the writer's like now. Anything written by him. person would almost have to give it to me. You know, like I don't think I'd pay 25 cents at a half price MCC sale or something like that. Anyway, it's
So the writer is not a good writer, is what you're saying.
awful. So check this out. Try to imagine the character. This is interior monologue. Why can't they, why can't they fucking well fix this? Okay, so imagine who's.
Does it actually say fucking well?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
They can stick a human ear on a mouse and clone a fucking sheep. They clone sheep, for Christ's sake, which is the most pointless thing ever since. How the bloody hell are you supposed to tell when every sheep looks like every other sodding sheep? And there's nothing really wrong with me. Yeah. So, how would you imagine that character? What sort of character would that be? Someone who kind of looks like him, maybe? I played soccer with guys who looked like this. I played with a lot of people from the British Isles. And the ones that kind of look like this, I had to watch them. He's still running a mustache these days. Oh, well, it's better than the beard. Some of the people are running these days. But, yeah. So that's a woman, okay, who was almost killed.
No woman would ever think that way.
I don't
Even think
so.
that way.
I don't even think so.
That's not a woman.
Well, it is. It's supposed to
wow,
be.
That's
okay.
terrible.
So
terrible.
the narrator talks
my
like
God.
the main character talks, because a lot of the narration is his interior monologue, something like it. His love interest talks this way. And
oh my gosh. So everybody's the same character.
Him.
That's terrible.
This idiot. He's probably a lousy, selfish, dumb,
Oh my gosh.
brutal soccer player. So get ready if you decide to buy Sleepyhead, okay? Or anything written by this guy. Now, this was a big hit apparently, because what it says, the first Tom Thorne thriller. When was it published? 2001. So then they've got an intro for this special republication of
Why do they do that?
because it sold the first time and they figured they'd get more money from
God.
republishing. I know. That her look expressed
so
it better than
bad.
I could. Yeah, it's so bad.
Oy.
Yeah, it goes along and goes along. I will say it has a pretty good surprise ending, but until that surprise ending, it is garbage. Wow. What can I say? So there you go. You folks that bought this, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I'm not talking my brother, but like who buy his this guy's stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can always get fooled into buying stuff like this. Don't buy it new. Don't bother buying it secondhand. If it's given to you or something like that, go for it. You've been warned. My brother hadn't been warned, obviously. He likes murder mysteries and that sort of stuff, Agatha Christie back in the day. And I don't know who all else he likes. The person who does M is for Murder and that sort of stuff. I forgot the name.
What's the name of that one?
How soon they forget. Anyway, I kind of got a Nio Marsh. I think that's how you pronounce her first name. And I think it starts with NG. And I think she comes from New Zealand. I think it's a she.
I really should eat this Almond Danish, seeing as I sung the song.
Yeah, I got into Marjorie Ellingham. Yeah, you should start into it. Anyway, I think I got just the response. Like, picture that person, is saying it. Yeah. I don't know.
We
Pretty
still
bad.
feel terrible. We got back
Badly.
from our trip. What was it? Night before.
I'm feeling quite a bit better.
Are
but,
you? I feel terrible.
There was one night on the road where you basically got no sleep. I think you slept a little bit while we were on some highway afterwards, some freshly laid pavement and stuff like that. So you might have got an hour and a half. But you're still recovering. I spent pretty well all of yesterday recovering. Did a lot of driving. Made it all the way to the Yukon, Watson Lake, Yukon.
It was a great trip.
It was.
I'm
It's
just
great and long.
Feeling it now. But it's the first time we've went anywhere, really. Like, we've went to Waterton a lot this summer, which we didn't
first time
do
we
previous
went-
summers.
Yep, the first time we went to any place of significance
Yeah.
for
But then James went to
roughly
visit his
3 years.
family, and
More than
his
3
dad died and stuff. And so then I was thinking I should visit my family, and so
I was visiting my dad. It was
Yeah.
going great, and then he died suddenly.
yeah.
He was going great, and then he went downhill. They forgot to give him water, and it was heat wave,
Yeah.
late August.
So
Sometimes.
anyway, and then we got up to visit my family, and we just kept on heading.
Yeah,
Took
so
a little bit of a break in between.
we went about
and then went.
1,000 kilometers, and maybe went about 950. We went maybe 900 kilometers, so roughly 2,000 one way. I guess we went something like almost 4,000 kilometers. If we take a little detour in Okotoks. Hey, Okotoks, dude, put a little signage inside your city for people who aren't really that familiar with it.
I don't think they want people from outside going in their city. I think that's it.
They want to kill them. I almost got killed by an idiot that turned off. You got to do something about your drivers down there. Okotoks, you are the worst drivers in Alberta.
Dying.
And what was that?
When did
Okay.
we almost do it? Yeah.
So I was signaling to get over. Signaling to get over. There's a big turnoff from Calgary coming down from, I guess, it's extension of McLeod Trail.
There was just a
I was
string
signaling
of
to
bad
get
drivers.
over.
That was the day. You know what? All of the bad driving that we saw on that day was nothing compared to what that poor truck driver had to deal with. The one whose cab was flames, just now gone.
Who knows what happened there?
I don't know what happened.
But
to that guy. I hope he's okay.
it could have happened to us. So we're signaling to get over. There's a guy comes over here. I decide the last second not to go over because this guy comes screaming over from. So there's 3 lanes. One
yeah,
lane's,
I remember that.
One lane is
Yeah.
cutting off. So I'm signaling to get over. The guy who's in that lane is not giving me the proper respect or whatever. So I wait. Guy comes over from the inside lane. Boom, he takes the place that I want to go into. Goes screaming in front of me. There's a kind of like what English I think called zebra pattern. So there's a turnoff here. He goes screaming through the zebra pattern, which you're not supposed to drive through. Cuts off a person who's turned off already. Just screaming. Of course, he's in a pickup truck, probably a 4x4,
People do whatever.
red in color. It was the guy should be in jail for 10 years for attempted murder or something like that. Just insane. He risked the life of the guy who was not giving me the proper respect. You don't deserve the death penalty. You'd be threatened with death for not letting a driver squeeze in ahead of you. And I wasn't squeezing, like I was waiting. He wasn't giving. So he risked his life. He risked my life because he came cutting right across my bows, as they say. Then he risked the life of the guy who turned off. I don't know who all was. I think it was 2 lanes turning off going into Okotoks. This always happens in Okotoks. You've got some of the craziest drivers in the universe there. You guys have got. You guys aren't the center of the universe.
We've seen a lot of bad driving in all sorts of places.
But it happens every time we're going there. Every time there's some idiot turning off there.
Yeah.
Turning off from Calgary. The only place I think that's worse in Alberta is when you go along the unofficial southwest bypass through Calgary. So it'd be a turnoff. I believe it'd be on something like, is it Highway 7, just south of Okotoks? It might be Okotoks drivers anyway. And you see the big rock. You go through, I'm not sure if it's Highway 7, but it's definitely you go through Black Diamond, Turner Valley, then you turn north, and you end up turning west on, I think, the Marquis of Lorne Trail, 22X, somewhere near Priddis, and then you go and you turn near Bragg Creek. And that route from Priddis to Bragg Creek, there's a fair amount up and down. There's definitely a lot of right and left and left and right again. And there is a lot of solid yellow line, lots of it. I can't tell you how many times I've been passed. Every time it's a BMW or a Mercedes or some sort of fancy English sports car or something like. People have got way too much money, a lot more money, and they got no sense. You guys, you Calgarians, some of you guys are okay, but you get on Leadfoot Trail, which you guys call inappropriately Deerfoot Trail. You guys are useless. You think you're Americans, ripping around at high speeds, doing the 3-lane slew. That's when you come off, you're merging in, and immediately you go,
Maybe
you cut off
need
traffic.
To call it the Autobahn. Autobahn too.
Yeah, the Germans actually know how to drive. The French have no speed limits. They know how to drive. Calgarians, here's news for you. Newsflash. You don't know how to drive. You're useless. Endanger your life. Like go drive off a cliff. Go in a barrel over Niagara Falls. If you want to kill yourself, you're welcome to do it. Please do it. But don't take other people with you, you stupid chimps.
Anyway. So, we really lucked out when we got back. I mean, we went for groceries yesterday, and Superstore had organic carrots on sale for 64 cents for a 2-pound bag. I have never seen them for that price. It's incredible. So we got 20
We're drinking
20
some of
bags.
them now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You had already drank yours.
And I didn't peel them because they're organic, so we're drinking the peels too. But
yeah, it should be.
It tastes better than, even with the peels on, than the non-organic ones that I bought.
This tastes pretty good. Ordinarily, I just sock it down.
Without the peels.
Yep. And that's where I think a lot of the goodies, even with carrots, are.
I don't know. But I just thought, oh. I got coughing.
It's very good.
And every time when I'm on a trip, or back from a trip, and I feel all wiped out like this, or if I feel wiped out at any time, I think, oh, is it COVID?
Yeah.
I never know. No, I coughed a little bit. Was it because I'm so tired that I can't?
Yeah, I've been coughing a little bit today.
I'm choking on my spit, or is it that it's COVID? I don't know.
I thought it'd be the one to catch it, but this was a long time ago when we were going up. Right, we walked into a corner store, restaurant, a gas station. So we'd filled up. I wanted to hit the washroom. And I walked in there. I was so buzzed, and then I realized I don't have a mask on. You know?
Oh man.
So I head out. But that was a long time ago. I'm pretty sure I'd be showing symptoms now if I.
But yeah, you never know. These days, well, I guess most people just don't even care, because when we were on our trip, there was nobody else besides us wearing masks.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a few people wearing masks down here in ignorant Lethbridge, but yeah, you know, like I had one guy, he's gas station, what's with the mask? So Pauline had gone in, hit the washroom, I hit the washroom, and I'm buying something, you know what I'm saying? It was a gas station.
Yeah.
With a corner store thing. You know, I used to do washrooms for a living for a long time.
Yeah, but he doesn't care, because he doesn't own the place, so he doesn't care if you buy anything.
You don't know.
Why would he care? He doesn't.
Okay, you don't know if he owns the place or not. Yeah.
It's like what was it? A Fast Gas or something? He doesn't own it. It's a chain.
Yeah, well, it's a franchise.
Yeah.
It wouldn't necessarily be a chain.
We wouldn't be working.
I have no idea. At any rate, whether he owns it or whether I wasn't mentioning the chain or the franchise. Yeah. I was mentioning him. He's a stupid chimp. What's with the mask? You know, like it's like I should have said, what's with you not wearing a mask, you stupid chimp? And
no, we're not talking about COVID.
Okay. We can't even mention, I suppose, why we can't talk about COVID.
No.
Yeah. It's amazing. Anyway, I will talk about Alberta drivers, particularly truck drivers. You guys are a bunch of trucker trash. There are the exceptions that prove the rule. I don't know how many times we got tailgated by truckers. on stunning scenic highways, going up passes, just like S curves and stuff like that. Not the C curves or whatever, S curves, going up and downhill, tailgated by truckers. You guys are a bunch of trucker trash. Get some standards. You don't tailgate, especially going through parks. You know, I got passed by truckers. The parks were Muncho Lake and Stone Mountain. 80 is the speed limit. They pass you, and you know they're going 100. And then you see dead bears by the roadside.
Yeah, that was
Have we ever had a close call with a bear? No. Have we ever? Did we even have a close call with a buffalo? They were kind of like lounging on the shoulders of a part. No, we didn't have a close call.
Well, we didn't see any dead
Have we ever had a
buffalo.
close call with a deer? I did one time, and it was on a straightaway coming from Valley View into Grand Prairie, and it was just after, not sunset, but when the sun had basically been extinguished. And it was the deer's fault. You know, like he saw me, he stopped by the side of the road, then he started to go, and I wouldn't have had enough time. That's only once.
Lucky thing he turned
Who's
back.
killing all these animals? Well, saw a fox dead. This was I think around Claresholm or something like that. You guys got to stop. And I'm going to say this: driving from Calgary to Red Deer, going up Calgary to Red Deer, I passed 10 vehicles. I'm going 110. I passed 10 vehicles. 10 trucks and 1 passenger vehicle. Everyone else was passing me. I'm going 110. What are they doing? They're breaking the law. Almost no one obeys the law anymore. And these are the idiots who are going, I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to do social. Here I'm talking about COVID.
Yeah, don't
but
talk about COVID.
yeah.
Don't.
Anyway, I will talk about, they've got their freedoms, stuff like that. You guys, there is a law, and it's called the rule of law in a democracy. We vote on what on the people who are going to make the laws.
Okay.
They make the law, and I'm not talking about COVID anymore, but you had better obey the law or go to jail.
One thing, we really enjoyed there's a husky that's attached to a Smitty's in Gasoline Alley.
We should mention that.
Yeah.
I'm going to
They
mention
gave
the
us
guy
free
who
hot
works there.
chocolate and coffee.
He's a good guy.
Good
Colin,
people in there.
you're an awesome guy.
Yep.
Good customer service.